Let's say you're trying to be financially responsible, you care about your wealth growth, or you're just curious about car ownership. It is important to understand all of the costs that come with it. I think no matter if you love cars like I do, or you need a car for work, or for your family, you might find this video useful. When it comes to a car purchase, most people just focus on the sticker price to determine if they can afford it. But of course, there are many other costs that each buyer needs to consider before making the right choice for themselves. So let's dive right into the full breakdown of the true cost of car ownership. To make it more applicable to the real world, we will use one of the most popular vehicles for the past 20 years in North America, which is Toyota RAV4, as an example of how you can break down the cost of owning a car of your choosing after watching this video. And we will compare it to a used BMW 3 Series to show how similarly priced cars can differ dramatically in a true cost of car ownership. The first and easiest part is to determine the sticker price for the car. If you're buying a new car, you can find the MSRP for the car on the manufacturer's website, and all of them are letting you to customize the car to your wants and see the price right away. And if you're buying a used car, you can use online tools like Auto Tempest, Auto Trader, Facebook Marketplace to name a few, but of course, it will depend on your region. You will be able to see the latest prices that dealerships and private sellers have listed in your area. So let's say we determine the purchase price for both of those cars, which is going to be $30,000. And finally, now we can determine the monthly cost for each of the car and how much is it going to cost in total after 5 years. Unfortunately, this is just a base price. It doesn't include any taxes you have to pay depending on your province or state, plus dealership add-ons, destination charges, documentation fees, registration fees, and some dealers are even charging financing fee if you decide to finance a car. Oh, I got so tired listing all of those fees. The next thing you will need to financially plan for is insuring your car. In most places, it is mandatory to carry an active car insurance, and it is of course a must-have if you're trying to be financially responsible. So, contact your local insurance broker to find out what will be an estimate cost of insuring your car and add it to your monthly budget. So let's come back to our table. Let's do a quick research on the estimate of the car insurance, and sometimes you can do it online. Let's assume we're a fairly new driver with 4 years of driving experience and with no accident history. As you can see here, the insurance for the new RAV4 is going to come down to $3,159.41 per year. On the opposite side, for the 2019 BMW 3 Series, the car insurance is going to come down to $6,842.52 per year. So let's fill out our table with the monthly costs. For the used BMW 3 Series, the costs come down to $570, whereas for Toyota RAV4, the cost is $263. I'm also planning to do a separate video on the car insurance topic, so if you want some more tips on how to save money on insurance, please leave a comment below and I'll get right into it. When it comes to estimating costs for gas, it will all depend on 3 things: yearly mileage, fuel efficiency of your car, and your local gas prices. We can see here that Toyota RAV4 has a fuel efficiency of 30 miles per gallon combined, and BMW 3 Series has a fuel efficiency of 28 miles per gallon combined. And one of the major differences is that BMW 3 Series only can be powered by premium fuel. The yearly cost of fuel in Toyota RAV4 is $1,836, and BMW 3 Series is $2,425. So let's add monthly cost values to our table. Fueling cost for a new Toyota RAV4 comes down to $153 per month. Otherwise, for the 2019 BMW 3 Series, the costs come down to $202 per month. A quick disclaimer: this video only covers cost of owning a gasoline-powered car, since the costs could differ from electric cars, but we can do a similar video for electric cars in the future as well, so stay tuned. If you're willing to own a car long-term and you want to minimize the repairs throughout the period of ownership, you will need to follow the scheduled maintenance cycle. Depending on a car brand, the maintenance fees could vary, so let's demonstrate that with our comparison. But of course, it is very hard to exactly predict the repair costs, but with some research on reliability using some online tools, we can make a really good educated guess. We will use CarEdge to determine the estimate of maintenance cost. So for a BMW 3 Series, we're going to count years 4 through 8, because we are purchasing a used BMW from 4 years ago. And the average annual cost for maintaining a BMW 3 Series is $1,384. And if we compare it to a Toyota RAV4 maintenance cost in the first 5 years, we're going to see that the annual average cost comes down to $300. So let's populate the table. Most states or provinces require you to register the car and renew the registration annually, and these fees can differ substantially. You should check the local vehicle authorities for an estimate. Let's just assume it's going to be an additional $10 per month. If you're financing or leasing your car, you should also budget for the monthly payment you're going to have. Plugging our details into the calculator quickly shows us that our monthly payment is going to be $635, assuming we are taking a 4-year loan term with an expected interest rate of 5% and a down payment of 20%. And in my opinion, the most overlooked and one of the most expensive costs of car ownership is depreciation. One of the biggest selling points of Toyota RAV4s is their resale value. As we can see here, it's only lost $6,300 throughout the 5-year ownership period. Whereas BMW 3 Series depreciates so much that we will lose more than $13,000 in the next 5 years. To put it shortly, depreciation is the difference between the price that you pay for the car and the price that you sell it at the end of your ownership. And that is why most people don't even count it towards the total cost of car ownership. So let's go back to our table and fill out the monthly cost for the depreciation. And the new Toyota RAV4 is going to cost us $105 per month, while used BMW 3 Series is going to depreciate by $223 each month. And now we can finally calculate the total cost per month for each car. For a new Toyota RAV4, you can expect to pay $1,191 per month. As for BMW 3 Series, the total cost came down to $1,755 per month. And what's going to surprise you the most is the total sum you're going to pay for your car after 5 years of ownership. And we'll simply multiply our monthly cost by 60 to get to 5 years. And we're also going to exclude the financing fee for the 5th year, since we only took a loan for 4 years. So the true cost of owning a new Toyota RAV4 is $63,840 after 5 years. And for the BMW 3 Series, the sum is $97,680. And that's almost a $35,000 difference, even though those cars have the same face value. And I just wanted to say that I'm not trying to persuade you not to buy a BMW 3 Series. In fact, this is one of my favorite cars on the market right now. I also think people should buy cars that they like and they enjoy. And with the help of the true cost of car ownership, you can plan for your car. You can set aside money, or you will know exactly how much of your income you need to save to comfortably afford any car you want. I hope this guide is going to help you out to estimate all of the money you have to put aside on your monthly budget, so you'll be able to actually pursue any other financial goals you might have, and most importantly, not going into debt.
I've got everything I want, and I've got no debt, and that feels good.
And I just wanted to point out that owning a car is fun, but I think we also have to be smart about it. I mean, it's a Savvy Wheels channel. What did you think, guys?
I'm afraid he has a point, Mr. Wayne.
This is actually my first video on YouTube, so please like, subscribe, hit the bell, and maybe share with someone you know. Maybe your friend, maybe your family member is looking to buy a car. I'm planning to do many more videos on this channel, and the next one is going to be about car affordability. So please stay tuned, stay savvy, and I'll see you on the next ride.